Alright, so I got other projects to work on. I thought I was going to have a major ordeal with this string mower. And I watched a video that I didn't watch a while ago. I've seen a couple of videos, but the wife pulled up a video because I was out here and I was frustrated and I was all upset and everything. So we watched a video that I didn't watch. And let me show you how hard it was to fix this thing. Okay, now let me start talking again. Alright, so how simple it was to make the fixes. This stud right here, this cable housing, is the adjustment for making it work. I didn't know that. Anyway, it was way down here. Way down here. So I took these two nuts off, they're 10 millimeter, and I moved this up, I moved it down as far as I could and tightened it back up. Now my string mower works. That's how complicated that was. Now, let me show you another project I'm getting ready to work on, since my air compressor is working. So, what I got going on with this fence is I want to get another rail up here and sandwich the fencing between these two rails. And I want to put one down here and sandwich the fence between that raised bed and a piece of wood. And then eventually I want to paint this wood, paint it white or something, I don't know. Paint it whatever color that Mrs. likes. And that's how I want to do that. That way the fence will be all framed in. And on this other side, show you what I got to work on. So over here on this side, I put the wood on the inside and sandwich the fence between the metal and a piece of wood. But this metal is ridged. So what I want to do is I want to take my shears and go. I'll take a screw out. But then when I take it, I'm gonna take the shears and shear this top bump right here off. It's right here. I don't know if you can see what I'm showing you. Take that off, and then when I come through with my wood, I can attach my wood to it. But yeah, that way, I could cut it. Now the thing about air compressor, I'll show you something else. All right, so pneumatic power is way easier to move than electric power. So you have to have extension cords for electric. You have to have extension cords for air. Air hose, yeah, about $30 for 100 feet. And I got like 300 feet of it. So that's my air. That's how I'm going to move it. I leave this plugged in over here. Pressure's right, that's it, and everything's working like it's supposed to. And I'll move my air down. There's no voltage drop. There's no gauge size to deal with. It's all the same gauge size. It's all air. You're just moving it from point A to point B. So let me work on that. And then I'll try to get you on a tripod, I guess. Alright, so what I'm going to do is I'll cut a little bit. And then I'll probably turn it off. Because even at time lapse, it's going to be boring, I'm sure. As with any tool, they work better when you plug them in. Ah, the sound of success. need a battery. Alright, the compressor's working. Just seems to be taking a long time to recharge. I don't know. That and for whatever reason, quick connect fittings for air hoses, they're all 3/8 MPT. Apparently are not created equal. One of my fittings is leaking like a sieve. It barely fits the other half of the quick connect. So it's blowing as much air as it's trying to make over there. Why do simple jobs have to be so hard? Alright, so I'm waiting for the compressor to recharge. This hose I'm using here has a better connection, so it recharges faster. Imagine that. It's like trying to put air in a tire with a fist-size hole in it. It just ain't gonna work very good. This hose here, I'm gonna change out these connectors. I bought them when I was in Houston. Okay, maybe I can pick it up second time. I bought this connectors, this in a set from Harbor Freight, and never really used them. They're just sitting there. Didn't really have a compressor or any way to really use them. Well, when I got up here, I need this hose, so I put them in this hose. Yeah, they're junk. They don't work. They're either, I don't know what they are, but they're not. They don't work. So I'll find a junk pile for them. But I didn't have enough hose. That hose didn't go far enough. So I was able to get that panel, get that one started. And what I got to do is, now that it's recharged, is I'll finish cutting out that one. But I ain't got this one. I got enough extension cord. I'll bring my side grinder out, and I'll cut it with a side grinder. Like I said, I got a side grinder and extension cord. I don't have a coupler set yet. So I can't spend all my money on pieces trying to make something work. It's worked good enough to get me this far. I'll make some refinements in it as I go along. But that was the edge I was looking for. And like I said, I'll come back up here and I'll put a board and I'll sandwich the fence between the metal and the board. And there'll be sunflowers on that side. So I'll go from this side to the board, which probably makes more sense anyway. And I'll sandwich it in there, and the screws shouldn't be exposed. If they are, I'll have to take a side grinder and cut them off. But I'll run a board on the bottom, run one across the top, sandwich it in the top. And then we'll be running a fence down the back side. The front side, can't really see it, but way down there is a post. So I gotta put a panel in there that could be taken out so that we can redo our electric line somewhere down the road. Yeah. So I'm gonna cut the rest of this off and gather up my tools and go in the house and make a video.